Hi, my name's David. Today we're going to replace the Lowbeam headlight in a 2009 Mazda 3. It's a very easy job and we'll get started here, but the first thing you need to do is go to your manual and confirm what type of a bulb you need. On page 10.7 in your manual, it shows that for the Lowbeam bulb, if you want a halogen, it's an H7. And I don't think you need the more expensive one, so it's an H7 for this car. The other point I'd like to make is that if you have a slightly older or slightly newer Mazda 3, the process for changing the bulb is probably pretty darn similar to this, so hopefully this will be helpful even if you don't have this exact model year. So we'll get started here. Okay, step one is to unscrew this screw a few turns. This is for the left bulb. And then you just lift this thing up and it just pulls right out, just like that. And that in turn allows you to lift this out of the way. I think that there are two other screws on this car that are missing here, but they're identical to this. So your car should have three of these. This one just has one. These two are missing. So then once you have these three removed, you just lift this out of the way. This is your low beam bulb here, and while we're not replacing it, the high beam bulb is up here. But this is the low beam bulb here, so we're going to disconnect this fitting here on the back of the bulb and take the bulb out. Okay, we're going to pull this rubber cover off. It's sort of a weather seal. It has three tabs that you can pull, and you'll kind of pull it out of the way, and then you should be able to unscrew the bulb. So this whole plug gizmo just pulls right off of the bulb. You can just pull it out, and you can see those are the things that connect with the bulb. The bulb is now loose, so we're going to fish it out of there. So this spring clip holds the bulb, and I've removed the bulb, but you've got to undo this spring clip. So we're going to set the new bulb in there, hold it in with this clip, and then we'll push on this connector that we pulled off. Because it's the burned out bulb, we're touching it, but your new bulb you do not want to touch with your bare hands. The oil from your fingers shortens the life of the bulb. So put on some rubber gloves or use a cloth so that you do not touch the new bulb. So this tab here fits into a little opening on a round collar that this fits into. So you'll see there's really only one way for this to go in because of this tab. So we've put the bulb in, and you fasten that spring to hold the bulb in. It's a little bit awkward to get at, but just see if you can figure out how to get that spring clip to hold the bulb in. The next step will be to push on the connector that we pulled off earlier. Okay, this connector, see the two brass fittings there. You've got to match those up to the two male plugs on the bulb itself. So carefully align that and then just push this on. There's an arrow on the top of this rubber cover, and that's supposed to be at the top. Okay, so the trick is to get this plug onto the bulb, and then this rubber thing should fit inside this rigid plastic part here. So it's a little bit tricky getting the plug to line up with the bulb. It took me several attempts, but just keep working at it and you should eventually get it. So we just tested it and now works. Okay, so we're going to put this piece back in now, and like I said, you should have three of these little screw gizmos. This car only has one. You back the screw part way out, and then you push it in, and then once you have it flush, then you screw that. So we're going to put the screwdriver on that and screw it down, and that will hold it in. And like I said, there should be two others here. So, okay, good luck.